Hi, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm Mahima and Pogo. Welcome you back again on our YouTube channel, Desi Kudi UK Witch. So today again we are going to pick one of the very important topic, and the topic is expenses. How much you gonna pay for a month when you're living in UK. So in expenses there are certain things which you are going to pay at anyhow. You have to pay those things. You cannot neglect that one. And you guys might be thinking like every topic is important, whatever she is talking everything is important. No, it's not like that, but I am telling you important because it's very much easy for you to, when you reach here, if you know everything beforehand, so that it will be a easy go trip for you when you reach here, and you can relax like, yeah, I know that. Oh, that I have heard, I know about it, so it will be easy for you. Okay, so let's talk about the expenses today. The first expenses is your accommodation. Accommodation, there are different types of houses you will find over here. So I will be dividing those accommodation into two. The first one is shared accommodation and the other one is houses. So let's talk about the shared accommodation. Shared accommodation is the one, as the name suggests, that you are going to share your place. Yeah, like it might be you're sharing your place with certain number of people, and there will be something common, like either your kitchen is going to be common, either the bathroom is going to be common. So it depends what you are going to what going to be common over there in that house when you are living. And in this one, the best thing over there here in shared accommodation is like you just have to pay your rent and you don't have to worry about any other thing. If I talk about the average rental rate of the shared accommodation is like 350 to 500, depending on the area and depending upon the things which is common over there. Next type of accommodation is houses. See, houses are of different type. It might be of detached house, it might be apartment, it might be terrace house. So it depends like which one you are picking up, and how much rent is there of that area. But in average you are going to pay around 550 to 850 in average the rent of the house. Okay, the thing in the shared accommodation, as I told, that you just have to pay your rent over here. You don't have to pay any other bills in the shared accommodation. But when you live in the house, there are certain things again which you are going to pay. So the first thing you are going to pay is your council tax. See, council tax is something you are going to pay per month to the municipal area of that particular area. And in average, if I talk about the council taxes, like 100 to 150, but I specify it depends. Like there are bands. It might be your houses of band A, B, C, D. Which band you are in, then which kind of area, which kind of house you are living is, like how expensive your house is. Next, how many, which area you are living in. So these three categories decides your council tax. But in average, as I told, it's going to be 100 to 150. It might increase, it might decrease depending on the house you are living in. Okay, next type of bill you are going to pay in a house is your water bill. Water bill is quite strange over here because in our place we usually pay for water bill is like what water we are using. Okay, but here for flushing the water also we pay the bill for flushing also, how much water you are wasting over there, that will also include in your bill. So it depends how many people are living in your house and how much water you are using. It will be depending on that. But in average, if I speak about the bill, it's going to be 25 to 35 per month. Okay, next kind of bill is your electricity and gas bill. Electricity and gas bill will vary like from summer or winter, because in summer you are not going to use radiator, in winter you are going to use a radiator a lot. So here your bill variation you can see. But if in general, if I talk, your summer electricity and gas will be around 45. Okay, and in winter it will come to 65. So you can see the variation into it. So it like that. Okay, next type of thing you have to pay for is your TV license. TV license is something like if you are watching a broadcast channels like BBC or any news channel, so you have to pay a TV license over here, and it's around like 13 to 14 pound you are paying for that. And if I talk about another expenses, is like the your favorite, my favorite, everybody's favorite is broadband. We have to pay a broadband also, but it again vary from person to person, the provider. From person to person, I mean that your provider, which provider you are taking. Because sometimes if you are choosing a provider which is the expensive one, and if you are choosing the other one which has a lenient prices into their bills, so make sure that you are choosing the certain one which accomplish all your requirement, and you're paying a good amount for that, which is like helpful for your pocket at the end of the day. So make sure that whichever broadband provider you're choosing, it's easy go and it's helpful for you in future. So this is the next one. In the broadband, in average you are going to pay for broadband is 10 to 20 pound per month, again, for your usage of your internet. Okay, this all things usually come, these all bills which I have talked is usually included in the house when you are living, other than your rent. But in shared accommodation, as I told you, just have to pay the rent, and then you are just fly away from all these things. Okay, so make sure that whichever things as per your requirement you are choosing. It's not like I want a house, I want a house when I come here. No, just relax, just get stable, just get settled over here, and then go for a house to live in when you think that yes, it is allowing my pocket and I can adjust that thing. Okay, so these are certain things if we talk about accommodation, and these are certain bills which comes with that one. Okay, next kind of expenses is groceries. See, groceries is something like it depend on person to person, how much you're gonna eat or how much foodie you are. If I am a very foodie person and I want to make something different every day or every next day, so I want so many things. Okay, if you are not a foodie person, you like, okay, I can eat 2 or 3 things for a day or for a week, so it will be like quite less for you, the expenses on groceries. So it depends, but in general if I talk for a single person, it usually like 100 to 120, I would say, like it's quite enough for you to expend on. But I would suggest you few places. When you come here, you can go for these places, these supermarkets, because these supermarkets have varieties, as well as these supermarkets are cheaper as compared to the other one. The first one is Asda. Okay, the second one is Aldi. The third one is Liddy. So these three places you will find all the varieties, as well as you will find them on a cheaper amount. So try them out other than going ahead with another grocery supermarket. Okay, this is the average one which I told you about the groceries. Next type of expenses is your transportation. Okay, here transportation is expensive. I would accept this thing, because for a one journey, like for one journey, if I say if you're traveling from A to B, there you are paying 2.5 for a journey, so it like quite expensive for us. But if I talk about the buses, if I talk about cabs, these are the cheapest one, which the starting rate of them from where they start. Either you go however how long you're going, you just have to pay this much. At least in the starting you have to pay. It depends how long you are going to go or what's your distance is from where to where you are traveling, but it's expensive. So usually with what I have noticed over here is like people usually prefer their own personal transport, personal vehicle over here, because it's cheaper. But at the end you have to pay. When you're buying a car, you just have to pay the rent, or you can just have that EMI into it and car insurance. But if I talk about the price of a petrol or diesel over here, it's fine, it's quite good, I would say, because for a liter at present you just have to pay 1 pound 18 for petrol, and for diesel you have to pay 1.24. It's like in our country हम पेट्रोल के लिए ज़्यादा देते हैं एज़ कम्पेयर टू डीजल के लिए, बट यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है. यहाँ पे डीजल का रेट जो है ज़्यादा है एज़ कम्पेयर टू पेट्रोल. So it's just like that. But as you can see, like it's quite cheaper. Even I have compared this thing over here. Like over here, the rate of water is quite high as compared to petrol, because if you find a water bottle over here and you are going to purchase it out, it's going to cost you around 1.30. And now you can compare the petrol rate which I told you. So it's like there is a difference. So petrol is quite cheaper as compared to water also. So make sure that if you are living here for a long period, and if you're planning to settle over here for a long way, So make sure that you can have your own personal transport, so it will be easy on your pocket at the end of the day. And other than that, if I talk about any other expenses, is totally depending on you. If you are going for more shoppings or more clothings, so it's your personal one. But at the end, I would say like these all the other certain things for which you are going to pay. I hope this video was quite helpful for you, and I will be giving few sites links at the description box regarding the accommodation, so that it is easy for you to find the accommodation. Even over here, even I will be explaining all the groceries places I have told you, and about the transportation also link I will give below. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it is helpful, please like it, share it, and give your suggestion and comments. If you want any other topic, please let me know. I'll just put on a video on that also. Okay, peace and love from my end. Take care. Bye bye.